Right lads, welcome to the Papal State. Today we are going to be trying to establish God's kingdom on Earth. We do have the papacy, a very special government type insofar as no one else has it. We have Pope Gregorius Capellari, who is disliked because he's imperious, which, hey, no, that works for me. We start out with not really much in the way of battalions or, well, GDP or anything else, but that's fine. We technically could form Italy, but we're going to be staying as a theocracy and trying to paint the map in the colors of the papacy. Hopefully, ending off in Jerusalem. That's where I want to go. That's sort of the general aim, is to secure ourselves and then invade into Jerusalem. As the papacy, we have 2.59 million people. It's not a terrible start. It's just not great. We don't have the greatest of technologies either. In terms of our laws, that's going to be really, really tricky to change because the Roman Curia is going to be in control. And as part of the whole challenge aspect of this, I'm going to be keeping them in control the entire time. Although I am tempted to see what would happen if we switched out from the Papal States to a republic. Either way, if we can make them loyal, then we can get some more birth rate, which will be good considering we're not going to be able to get rid of total separation at all. Alright, first things first, let's grab ourselves a construction sector and get going. Just thinking it might be an idea to join the Austrian market, because then I can go after this lot down here, which will give me a border with Piedmont. Austria wouldn't join, or at least wouldn't allow us to join. Okay, we've got our own for a bit. Buildings we have here: paper mills, art academy, government administration, and the Vatican itself, which gives us influence and authority, which is quite good. That's nice. Other than that, we have a textile mill. In terms of resources, we have iron, sulfur, and logging camps with nothing in the way of... Yeah, this is going to be tricky. Yeah, this is going to suck. Alright, we're going to need tools, first things first. An acceptable government. It's the papacy? Enact racial segregation. I mean, I don't want to be the bad guy here. Immediately, our standard of living has plummeted since I took control. So that's nice. I could get landed voting. We're going to be a liberal, theocratic state. There are so many jokes that I really don't think I should be making. So I'll allow you to make them in the... No, don't make them in the car. God, that was almost... Wow, that was immediate. That was almost the most questionable decision I ever made. Okay, right. The idea here is that we can get sawmills the second this is done, giving us more wood. Hopefully as well we can get butchering tools and harvesting tools. As also we have a somewhat educated populace. Well, it's 52 in the world, so not really. Yes, it's just a miserable state. Let's get intensive agriculture. There's the tooling workshop built. Flip you over to... And I'm also going to want an iron mine. Then I can make iron tools. I'm trying to figure out how I can... I'm thinking if I go for... I mean, we've already got some arts academies, right? We should probably... export that. Nope, no one can export too. Is there any exports we can do? Why do I do this to myself? Alright, so how much iron can you build, produce at capacity? You can produce 20. If I would switch over to iron, you'd need 20. Well, that's useful. Alright, then let's get a furniture tree going, and so far, so good. I'm also going to grab another construction sector first because of our high... I mean, one of the advantages of being massively conservative and not shifting our laws is that we'll always have high legitimacy, and so I can bump up our taxation. I haven't done any decrees. Wood, and wood. Okay. I do want to promote the manufacturing there and there. Resources there, social mobility. Yeah, I want some national values. What does promoting national values even do? Assimilation, right? Who's here that isn't from the Papal State? I've got some Jews and some North Italians. I don't know how I should feel about the Papal State trying to integrate the Jews it has. Oh, conveniently, and a change of topic, let's switch over to this. Oh, Prussia's getting... Oh my god, they've been rinsed. Oh, the Russians are already in... What the hell happened there? Russia's about to be, completely... What? Dude, the Russians just tore through. It's not even close. Alright, let's get soil-rich farming. You're not going to have a good time, are you? So you're going to get accumulated. The Austrians are going to take German leadership. Oh, God. It's going to be a rough start for me. Maybe we should... Alright, we need to make the papacy loyal. Okay, they are loyal. Brilliant. Increase our birth rate by 5% because they're powerful. Yeah, okay. That works. I'm actually going to have to min-max my economy here because we don't have much to spare. Okay. Only one logging camp. What else? Services, so we need glass. Do we have a glass works there already? Why is it saying 2? Just 1. Ah, okay. Well, I We'll do it faster than they will. But it's good to see that I'm thinking on the same lines as the AI. You know what, we'll go Lazio. Not Umbria, because then it stops the AI from doing it. Start construction a little bit, and then hopefully the private construction stops. Are we importing clippers? Shortage of dye. Can we declare interest anywhere? No. Yeah, we're gonna need to join a market here, man. It's nice not having to change any politics around there. Yeah, Westphalia has been released. Mecklenburg's been released. Mecklenburg Strelitz is a thing. Saxony's been released. I think Saxony starts released, actually. I remember from my fated Bavaria game. Patronize romanticism. Please get more realism. Why is everyone cautious towards us? Not join any markets. I mean, we need more population, right? And there's like 1.6 million people here. Decent amount of resources as well. First things first, let us switch over. Should be able to take 35 and 45. Small arms and artillery we can import from the Sicilians. Then we'll go after the Tuscans. Right, as God's representative on Earth, I think it's only correct that we take ourselves Tuscany. We need to activate every conscript we have. All right, Filippo. Do we not have anyone better? Filippo's getting fired. The Russians have gotten involved. Isn't good, but the Russians actually have to land here, which I don't think they have the capability to do. So provided we can blitz them, we should be okay. There we have atmospheric engine. And we coal. Is there any coal nearby? I don't have any coal. Lucca. Potentials. Sardinia, Piedmont. We'll have to blitz through and maybe try and take them. I need coal, man. Economy's going to be kind of stunted without it. All right, we've pushed. Can we get the Pope? Can we get a like a battle Pope? Battle Pope! And he leads us to victory. What an absolute legend. Such a mistake. He commands most of my troops. And he's terrible. All right, there we go. There's our victory against Tuscany. I'll incorporate them. Love mines will be quite useful, actually. Slaughterhouses. We're going to do this and then switch over our logging camps to do hardwood. I know it's going to seem strange, but it's important. Also, my computer is like screaming at me right now. What's wrong with it? Well, I'm just going to ignore it. I'm sure it's fine. Get rid of this artillery stuff. Also need to get rid of small arms side of things. Okay. My cat is not feeling well, so she's going to have to insist on sitting with me. Otherwise, she will knock over my camera because she's figured out that knocking over my camera gets my attention. Sit, just sit nicely. Okay, just chill. Don't lick the microphone. I'm trying to fix the Papal States here. Okay, and finally, the Russians agree to peace, which is good because that was bankrupting us. Just having our all our conscripts up and running. I didn't realize how long it would take for them to peace out. Right, we can declare an interest now. Now we can declare one interest. It has to be a good one. Heavenly Kingdom's happening. I think they have dyes over here, so we need dyes there. I think I can import coal from the Austrians if they were to produce it. Here's what I wanted to try. Dyes. And now, do we have access to dyes? Any sort of significant quantity. Let's keep it going though. The typing market could help our create actual clothes, which is good. Okay, I'm going to do something a bit different and go for universities now. Each one of these is going to cost me a decent amount. So if I build like each one of these will create, I'll give me like 60 innovation, which will be expensive. It'll be worth it because we have a small population or smaller population and I want to try and get ahead of time on tech, but like aggressively. I think this might work. I've always wanted to try. I've done it like mildly, but I want to like fully commit to it. It does look like the Heavenly Kingdom are losing. The Qing have just sheer force of them. Oh, yeah, they're starting to collapse now. Okay. Do they get like modifiers? They do. Typing conscription, army defense. But they are in fact gone and apparently skinny. All right, well, let's bring in from the Chinese instead, or the Qing, sorry. Oh, that's fun. New Granada. And the United States has just taken a province. I haven't seen you before. Here's the thing. Or at least my thinking. Because here's the thing, right? When it's clerical educators, it's going to be using the clergy, of which we have a bunch. And that should also mean that they like us a bit more because they're all going to be fully employed. Not wanting more dye. So export clothes to the Americans. Also export cotton to the Qing. Bunch of wood, man. Luxury furniture, I feel like we can produce ourselves. No downsides to doing precision tools. Let's do that. Was not ready for Two Sicilies to try and unify Italy. Yeah, that's not good. This is fine. Oh, cool. And everyone else has joined. Wonderful. This is okay. I'll just get the French involved. All right, there's a couple of different things we can do here. So, offer state treaty port, and an obligation. Hey, Russia as well. Okay, Russia did nothing last time they were here, so I want to focus on Austria over board with me. So we'll do Austria first. Offer to take a treaty port. You can have Abruzzo. How does that sound? Oh, Sardinia's Piedmont supporting him. Okay. Now, I only have 35, and I kind of use the Austrian might to help conquer some places. I'm pretty sure there's one place with coal in Calabria. I'm going to risk it and hope that the Austrians can carry me through this. I can't do anything else. Okay, unify Italy, conquer Modena, conquer Lucca. It's going to be costly, but I obviously can't afford to lose, so summon the depths of the conscripts. I haven't been doing anything to our mil tech, so I'm just going to assume it's worse. Actually, no, it's okay in comparison. Oh, I can also get war reparations. Do I want from Piedmont or Sicily at 3.45? Okay, yeah, obviously Sicily. We'll take Calabria, and I take... Go through. Okay, let's see. They have 73 versus our 14 or 39. All right, good defense, lads, good defense. Very costly one. One Austria punch through, mate. And the Modenians are also doing bits. Austria's trying to advance. We maintain good defense, and somehow Austria's pushing. Okay, I'll take it. I'm just gonna sit here defending my land. Our issues with coal will be solved soon. Okay, now they're just defending the front. Let's push forwards. We're gonna, I mean, this is heavy losses. Okay, going on over here then. The Brits have invaded the Russian because they want an edged treaty port, and so they're fighting Russia and France at the same time. A close battle here. Come on, just squeeze it out. Okay, we're good. Encirclement there. The Austrians will keep pushing. I'll push it to this area, I think, and then I'm going to stop and I'll let the Austrians do the rest of the work because my troops are objectively worse, but it's not going to matter because we are in Napoli. I believe is the capital. Yes, there we go. So we conquered. Where's the Abruzzo treaty port? Okay, it's over there. But we did take this land here, which is very important because it has coal. I don't have railways, so I can't help you. It has a university though, good industries. It has a railway itself, but I don't have engines because I don't have steel. Well, actually, I do have steel. Need to now build some engines. What I've realized as well from this Neapolitan adventure that we were forced into is that the Two Sicilies has a GDP of like 7 million. Like, we could probably take that. Like, our GDP is bigger. We should be conquering them. And so I'm going to do that. I just need the equivalent of 90 battalions, and we have like 14. Also, our investments into technology have paid off. We have 134, and that will increase later on as we get better literacy because it's currently capped. So we're all good. How much each of you? We can afford 60 more. I am on high taxation and that sort of thing, so don't be fooled by that positive number. That's not real. So after we get a professional army, we'll get 60 more. We can push into the Two Sicilies. We should probably start getting some mill tech. Okay, I'll get fertilizer, then I'll get dynamite, and then we can start going down into this and then this. Because we can get skirmish infantry soon, which is great, but we don't have munitions plant. So, meanwhile, America has taken over Mexico, and the French continue their presence over in South America. There have been several wars between the English and the French, neither of whom really reaching their full potential. French only at 52 million GDP. The English are doing quite well, and Tunis has been conquered by the Spanish, sorry. That has helped their GDP recover from leaving the Ottomans. The Moroccans have always been part of the British sphere. North Africa, a hot commodity, it would appear. Rather wonderfully as well. It's only Sardinia and Piedmont I have to worry about in terms of the alliances with Two Sicilies. So yeah, all in all, it's really gone quite well. We have a professional army, so 60. Right, we stop importing coal now because we get it all ourselves. Domestic production reigns supreme. Okay, got a bit of a slow start, but I think the investment on universities early is really going to pay off. I could be wrong. I hope I'm not. More shipyards. It's doing alright. What if I were to make you military? Sweet. Because we do have a naval base over here. Beautiful about that. But I'm going to use it. But we have one navy. I've got an admiral that I got for an event, so I might as well give him something to do, you know? Proportional taxation. Yeah, that's what happening anytime soon. The way I've been doing it is I've been playing it around. So the clergy have never left the government at all. I've just been mixing and matching in industrialists and such whenever I need them to change laws. But I've kept them bolstered this entire time. I'll drop my taxes down now, bring everything else up, and we'll wait until we start to hit our credit limit, or at least when we start losing money. Start going down. There you go. That birth rate stuff has helped us quite a bit. It's been consistent. So every year we get another 100,000 people in. Our armed forces are loyal. Don't want an alliance with the Ionian Islands, surprisingly. So Two Sicilies is usually like in a sphere of France. Or at least they ally someone like that, but because multilateral alliances aren't a thing, the fact they've allied Sardinia and Piedmont is a lot better for me. What's Austria's belief with me? Jesus Christ, I'm glad I'm not trying to unify Italy, man. No, I just need Jeusalem. I think I need more ports. Put you over to cargo port. I actually need chemical plants now. All right, now we've unlocked munition plants. Start actually constructing those. Suffering with this bureaucratic waste. Okay, well, Got some issues with taxation capacity. Nope, we do not. How else can I restore the situation? I think gas street lights just seem like a good idea. And I don't standardize filing cabinets just yet. Could do that now though. It'll take 15 months because we have 146 innovation. Then I don't want to get it from Sicilians. Get sulfur from the Prussians. I don't really want to create a sulfur mine myself. I'll wait for my guys on the ground to do that. By them, I mean the guys on the ground, my private construction crew. Okay, we will be facing 140. Will I be able to beat 140 with our 74? We're literally outnumbered at 2 to 1. I'd say damn near 2 to 1. It is 2 to 1. 23 and 34, 11 and 17, 56 and 63. I'm gonna give it a shot. Apparently I can sway the Russians in by giving him a treaty port in Sicily. I don't think it's necessary. That's fine. You split your forces to go and take Calabria. That's okay by me. Sorry, Sardinia abandoned their support. They were allied. Okay, is there anything else I wanted? You got sulfur. Do you have lead anywhere? I'm taking this place. Have any sort of natural resources? That's fine. Abruzzo, nothing of note there. Some universities. I like universities. I mean, I've not been expansionist at all. Abruzzo, we are pushing them. That's important. Not all of them, though. We are still outnumbered. Completely forgot to actually pay my troops. That's the difference of a 40%. No, it's not. Okay, usually I thought it did morale recovery. Well, we got more morale recovery now anyway. Student is pushing rather quickly, though, because we have given up Calabria. Which was the point? Well, it wasn't really. The idea was that I'd have to be wary of Piedmont, so I will be able to fight on multiple fronts, but probably should have protected it now that I think about it. But Campania is the capital state. Ooh, should be able to just nip in and grab Campania. Yeah, he's already starting to fine because they've taken 27,000 casualties compared to available manpower. They've lost 92% of the battles. And again, mine is also going negative as well. Why would I wipe peace? The mine's declining because they've taken... That should be kind of close. When I take the capital, we should pull ahead. All right, Italy just got a little bit holier. So let us incorporate these territories. Feel my bad about the devastation. Took me a while to get to you. Let's try and make this fit our way of life. All right, now I need a steel industry because I accidentally switched everything over and, well, I don't want to switch it back. So yeah, that's a bad idea. Inefficient construction. All right, we're going to get relegated to a minor power. That's honestly fine. All right, we can still trade with China. We're okay. Great. I might switch everything over at the last moment to reset the time. Don't know if that's how it works, but that's how I'm going to pretend it works. Electricity soon, so we can sort that. Coal, 400 coal. All right, let's get working on it. All right, obviously we're going to support the conservative establishment. Cannot afford for the Pope to tumble. On this stage, the Pope's gonna get secret. Oh, let's put it back immediately. Yeah, look, it resets it. Cool. So every couple of days, every like months, I just need to do that. Okay, there, because that might get some dye going. Want to go America? They might have some goods for me. Let's go America. What's going on over? Oh, it's because I have an interest over there. Clear it. Oh, it said our enemy Russia. I got very confused there. Okay, Russia is trying to fight King with the backing of England, Britain. Sorry, Britain and Russia are allied, and France and Austria are allied. Korea's backed China. Looks like they want war reparations, and on the flip side, they want a treaty port. French have come in as well. They want a treaty port. Can I come in for a treaty port? The Ottoman Empire is getting involved as well. It's gonna be bad because of the dye situation. China's gonna be blockaded. So I think what we're gonna need to do is go and conquer Sind. Probably have dye. The idea is that they should back down. Look at this guy doesn't have any ships and he says he's patrolling the coast at Italy HQ. Is he though? Why aren't you actually commanding any ships? It has no flotillas, but the naval base is fully... should have ships. Turns out once you've conquered it, we don't need dye from the Qing anymore. We produce our own. Or declared interest. Where do we want to go? All right, because I replaced that one. Oh, right, of course. Start thinking about Egypt. Place not even in turmoil. Contagion must be contained. I'll give echoes of the revolution to Britain because it doesn't hurt me at all. Because the Ottomans are pushing out the French, which is mildly amusing. Insufficient construction for the investment pool. I'm inclined to agree given the fact that I'm actually making a lot of money as well. Lorenzo's scammer. I mean, I'll call him a scammer. Gamaka, but the joke doesn't work if he's a scammer. So, I don't know why. He's meant to have 8 flotillas, but he doesn't do it. So I'm going to retire him. I'll recruit this one. Yeah, now this guy actually has it. For whatever reason, the guy just refused to have ships. He was very scared of the ocean, I imagine. Okay, the far left is formed. I'll actually expand our construction a bunch. Should still be at the cap. Oh, no, we're not. Oh, yeah, we are. 184 uncapped. Unfortunately, our literacy rate dropped quite substantially when we annexed Sind. We are going to have a bunch of radical. So I'm going to go ahead, drop the taxation level. Do that anyway, to be fair. Okay, we have run out of areas that we can put coal down. I have to deal with that. Where else would have... You have coal, don't you? Italian state. Interesting. Got Ching. Am I not using explosives? Oh my god, I'm using explosives. I need like 500 explosives now. Electrical generation. Why is France begun embargoing me? He's number 8 in the world. About to pass the Americans. Yeah, this is all tech though. So, in my opinion, tech in Victoria 3, just because of like the nature of changing productions, it like plateaus. So you jump up and then you plateau. You jump up and plateau. And so I'm in the like stage above and they're down here. And the second they come up here, I'm pretty much done. Oh, I can't really go after Modena because they're in Austria's sphere. Well, to be fair, thanks to our supreme abilities at the Vatican Library, we should be able to put a little bit of a beating on them. Great agreement with the English, or the British, I should say. Luck is now supporting Papal State's unification candidate phase. No. We don't want that. What I want is to import some wood from the Brits. And if they've got paper, I'll take that as well. Wonderful. For some reason. Oh, right. Okay, because we have a border with them over here. We don't need to worry about... Okay, my thinking is we need to be able to defeat the Egyptians at sea. So we're going to get breach loading artillery. And then we are going to attempt to take them out. They don't have ironclads. 28, 28. They've got 45 flotilla. So 50 would do it. 50 ironclads. And then our troops should be a lot better than theirs. Put taxes up and that made fewer radicals. Let us begin the plan. Give us enough. There's the breach loading artillery. And now we focus heavy on the ironclad. Need gantry crane. Well, actually, that should do it. Or at least enough lead for this. Where can we get lead from? Go existing production. The Austrians, Greeks, the Montenegro. Montenegro could be an interest. Do need our own. We just don't. The issue is we don't have the power projection a la our. A bit rough. But the number 8 worldwide GDP aren't exactly rich. Rather strange. Bear in mind, we're making a load of money now, but we're gonna cost. It's gonna cost about 40k to flip our army. Probably more than that for our navy. Everyone else is fine with being conquered. Less turmoil in Sind than Apulia. Can't recall the Americans ever getting that far into Mexico, but sure. Well, to be fair, at the time of... I know some American history. At the time of the Mexican-American Wars, there were some in America that wanted to push down and annex all of Mexico. It would have made things very confusing. We're going to need 235 electricity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you in Campania. Then from there, we will switch out to electric sawmills, which is going to be important. So right now, our biggest deficit is 1,500 wood. Radicals of the gate, secret police. There's ironclads. Plan is to go down this lot, so then I can get industrial ports and not have to worry about losing too much on the shipyards that I have to pivot over to being industrial shipyards. No, I didn't even realize Scandinavia formed. Me being a bit slow. That's what I was doing. I was flipping over my army and everything budget so that I would get the next power. We become number 6 great power, and then we drop it down again, make the money, bada bing, bada boom. That's how you scam the world. Giuseppe Garibaldi, brilliant. Let him lead from the front. Works for me. Promote him a couple times. Get poor laws, why not? Mate, if you have any lead, Egypt. So I'm going there anyway. Oh, you're doing the Sinai. Very convenient for me. Very convenient. Now, let us switch over our... There we go. Grab automatic irrigation with all this stuff. See the dyes. There's about to be a massive shortage of engines. Religious workhorses. That just sounds like something we need. We also need coal, because our current coal mines have run out. Where could we invade? Give us coal. Sardinia Piedmont. Only... I mean, if I can get the Austrians in, it works. Hell, he's got a smaller navy than the Egyptians. Might be an idea. That's the Austrians. Oh, it is the Austrians. Brilliant. Offer to make Dominion. Immediately didn't want to because I didn't pause. Got to me, I didn't switch on my my boys. So this is going to be fun. Oh, they backed down. Perfect. Good. We were not ready for that. Oh, we become a great power. Wonderful. That's one aim ticked off. Get steam trawlers. And then with the shipyards, wherever they are, they go steamships. And then I'll get some of those. Oh, God. I've got to switch over to industrial port. No, I don't know. Industrial port yet. I've made a severe and continuous lapse in judgment. Okay, where are... I don't know where my shipyards are. Okay, here. You lot are going to supply everyone. Sound good? Sound good. Sound good? Sound good. Sound good? Sound good. I'll lose great power status soon. That's sort of the least of my concerns right now. I need so much coal. Please tell me we're not selling it. We're not. We just need it. Okay. Fill it up with coal, man. Agreement with Sikh Empire, sure. Even more declared interest. All right, let's just finish out the Mediterranean. That makes sense to me. We're just a lot of fronting. That's what we are. Like the second, a lot of posturing. The second someone decides to actually gun for us, we're kind of screwed. Okay, perfect. Industrial port development. Let's get industrial port. That's it's fine. Everything, it's okay. Our economy is very. You might not seem it, but it's quite tenuous right now, and that's fine. That's exactly how I prefer it. Where are my shipyards? Some in Naples, I believe. I need you to just go extensive military shipbuilding. How many do we need? Okay, we need 4 more. Let's get these ones. Shipbuilding. Perfect. We need 630 prestige, and we had 700. Perfect. Works. Steam powered threshers. Need those right now. Okay, we're good. GDP still chasing the USA's. The British GDP sort of just skyrocketed. Glad it's not just the Austrians. I still have no idea what caused all that. Wondering why we were limited at 20. I think it's time. This one's for all the marble. Pause all of those. Fortunately, for some reason, this guy's really unwilling to let go of any of his troops. We're gonna have to promote you up to the max, and for some reason, that didn't split them. Oh my god, Giuseppe Garibaldi is in the Northern Indian HQ. That's where we assigned him. Northern India. Alright, I just need you to take away some of the troops. It's not because you're better, it's because you're more likely to land. There are fewer. Okay. I also wanted to conquer Sinai, and I wanted to conquer Transjordan. We'll go after Lower Egypt as well, because we can. Might as well make them a dominion. They're just about at the max. Alright, we're going to have to send the weaker general. Patrol Coast. Probably send the strong one now. Probably enough of them. 4, that's fine. We just got to make a movement, because otherwise we're going to lose this, and we're going to go bankrupt. Construction for investment pool. Do they just want to give me the money? Okay, we fight his navy. I don't actually have that great of a navy. Now we see. Just about going to squeak in. I don't think I allowed the... Did I switch over my army? I did, okay, but I don't think I allowed them at the appropriate time, so they're kind of working at half. Yeah, they are. Minus 20%, and I also need to be importing artillery. Are any munitions? Get Giuseppe in here as well. In a different timeline, you were unifying Italy. In this one, you're conquering Egypt. Oh, our offense creeps up over time. There we go, that should put it to bed. Equipped all battalions. Let's get war exhaustion from casualties down. And you know what? There we go. Get him involved. He's commanding 60 troops himself. But Marco's not doing a job. Give it to the Pope. And there it is. We have subjugated Egypt. But more importantly, we have taken Jerusalem. Or I was considering going ahead and forming Rome as the Romans. Which could have been quite fun. But I don't know. I enjoyed this more, I think. Rome gets a bit of a slog a little bit later on. However, if there is any other sort of suggestions or nations you want me to play in Victoria 3, do let me know. Patch 1.2 or update 1.2 has definitely made the game a lot more fun to play, for me at least. The AI seems a bit more keen. It seems to know what it's doing. And it seems a bit more rational as well. So that's always good to see. So, if you did enjoy it, please do make sure to like and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you all next time. Goodbye. Huge shout out to our patrons, most notably Charlie Demerel, Crilly, Flyerton, JDow52, Cargon, Zhalmi, Lewis Wright, Nicole's Christ, QA Shard, Redguard, and ShadowSinger. Your support means a lot, guys. Whilst you're here, you might as well click on another video. I mean, it's literally right there.